Hey guys, Satyajit here and you're watching Satyajit's Artwork. In this video, I'm going to share a particular technique with you guys which you can apply in your digital drawings in order to get the basic drawing right. Now at this stage you can see that over the reference image, I'm actually measuring the height and the width using two strips of pinkish tone. Now I'm just marking the basic positioning of the different elements of the face like the eyes, nose and the lips. It is said that a face is divided into three equal parts. Mostly, it is not that in everyone's case it is going to be same, but it is said that generally the face is divided into three equal parts. There might be slight variations, but that you can overlook. Basically, you will get the idea if you just follow this particular technique. Now you can see that I have laid the orientations of the positioning of nose, the lips and the eyebrows. I have not laid the position of the eyes that I can relate using the different parameters associated with the face, like the direction of the nose with the eyes, the forehead, the chin and all those things. Basically, at this stage, I am trying to build the structure in a very loose manner. I'm not trying to put a lot of attention to details at this particular stage. You can see that how easily I'm just painting these areas as if I don't have the fear of making the mistake, because I know that I have laid a basic foundation where I cannot actually go drastically wrong. There might be slight differences, but that's fine. After all, I'm not going to trace it. If it's a commission work, then in that case I would have bothered to trace it to make it look 100% alike, but in this particular case it is not the case. I am not trying to copy it as exactly as it is in the reference. I just want to capture the gaze of her face. The feature of her face should be captured in this particular portrait. That is my goal. Now one important thing you can notice here is that I'm also using some shading. Now why is that I'm using shading? Because I want to get an idea of the values so that I can understand that while the painting will be done, it will look the way how I want it. Not that I'll be floating in absurd in that case that oh no, this particular area is quite large, this particular area is not working. I don't want to act in that fashion. So I'm just putting slight values from this very beginning stage. And in this case I'm using a monochromatic color. As you can see that it is a monotone. I'm not using multiple colors. I'm just using a color which falls under the category of burnt sienna, which is we obviously say sometimes in very common language as brown. So you can say that it is a family color of brown. So I'm using that in order to lay the basic foundation of this particular portrait. And you can see that how the eyes and the nose is actually poking out. It is emerging out in this particular case. Now why is that important? Why is this measurement important? And is it that only because of the fact that I'm working in the digital medium I'm using this? No. If you want to see that video that I have linked in this particular video, clicking it on the I button, you will be able to see that. You'll get the idea that how I use this particular concept with slight adjustment for my traditional drawings as well, especially in case of portraits. So if you're interested, you can watch that particular video, you will get the idea. So now why I'm saying that in this particular case it becomes even more important than in traditional mediums, In traditional mediums, be it you are working on canvas or paper, in that particular case you get an overall idea of measuring the surface that you are working on. You can physically measure it. You can rub your hand around the canvas, you can rub your hand around the paper on which you are working. But in this digital medium, you can't actually do that. You can only get an estimation with your stylus. You are using that stylus on a surface which is obviously a pen tablet, but the thing is displayed on the monitor. So there is certain lapse, or you can say that there is certain gap which you cannot actually physically feel. But that is not the case with the traditional mediums. In that case you can physically feel that. Not in case of digital art. In digital art it becomes quite difficult. So I just came up with this particular idea of making things a bit easier. Although you yourself have seen that it is not as easy as it looks. Only marking down the basic positioning gives you a very initial idea of where the things are going. Rest you need to put yourself. You need to still visualize things. You still need to have very good observation in order to put things together. Otherwise it will not look good. Now in this particular case you can see that how I'm just working on her hairs. I'm just using very suggestive strokes in order to define all these areas, because this is, as I said earlier, this is not going to be the finished piece. In the finished piece the thing will look quite different, although I'll try to maintain this particular style which I'm just working right now, that I'll discuss on the second part of this particular video. I'm not going into that in this particular video, as in this video I was more focused on sharing this particular technique that I use and how I just built this particular drawing from the scratch. So as you can see, I'm just working on her body at this particular stage, and I'm using very loose strokes because I don't want to keep these things very tight. I want to keep it very loose and contemporary so that you can get an idea that I didn't even bother to put much emphasis on this particular area. Although this shouldn't be looking like it's hanging in absent, so I'm just putting suggestive lines in order to fill this particular area. Now you can see that I have just started working on a very important feature of this particular portrait, the teeth. And then this becomes important, guys, because all the attention is driven towards this. Once this painting will be finished, you will be able to see that how much difference these two teeth are making on the larger perspective of this particular portrait. So at this particular stage it's almost done. I'm just working on the rings, on the earrings she's wearing, and these are also very suggestive. I'm not trying to put all those details. I'm just using very basic colors, the basic tones, the three values, the light, dark and the mid-tone, in order to give it a three-dimensional look. That's it. And in this whole portrait, guys, I used only a single brush, that is a hard round brush. I didn't even use a soft round brush, and throughout this particular portrait I'll try to maintain that. Now at this particular stage you can see that I have reached to the end of this particular video, and I hope you learned something out of this video. If you did so, then please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to read your comments. See you soon with my next video. Till then, take care and stay safe, guys. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you want to support my work, then please do like, comment and share my works, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon, which is very important, so that you get notified as soon as I post a new video.